Hello.
Hello,
How are you today?
I'm fine. Can you see me?
I can see and hear you perfectly
Okay, thank
fine.
you.
Yes. So, can I guess where you're from?
Yeah, you can guess. I'm from
In
India.
India. I know. I have many students in India. Yes, my name is Leah and I'm in the United States.
Okay.
Yes. So you speak very well.
You can say, but thanks for the compliment. And how did you come across that? Means I'm an Indian or not? So, how you guess?
Because I was a flight attendant for 10 years. So I traveled the
Okay.
world. I've never been to India, but I have traveled the world. Plus, my students are in India, Saudi Arabia, Brazil, Russia, Ukraine, Syria, Japan, Korea, Vietnam, Singapore,
That means all over the world.
all over the world. And I can hear you just said a few words and I knew it.
Okay.
All I have to
So
do is
that's
hear.
okay. That's great thing to recognizing power is very good. And sometimes it's pleasant and it gives a recognition to anybody. That means to whom you are talking, so you can guess in a second, so that's give you benefit as well. So yeah, you got it right. And
Yes.
I'm an Indian.
I have many students in India, and there are certain letters that I could hear, and I know it's India because there's certain letters that I work with my students with the letter P, the letter B, and the letter V. All I have to do is hear it, and I know India.
Okay, so that means there are some certain tricks to by using it you can easily recognize the frontier person to whom you are talking about, isn't it?
Yes. When I'm talking to students in Brazil, I know when I'm talking to someone in Brazil because the letter R is a very difficult letter for Brazilians and Mexicans. They have a hard time with that
Okay.
letter. So if they can say rarely perfectly, they're probably not in Brazil or Mexico.
Yeah, I can understand.
Yes.
Your laughing style is a unique, isn't it?
Yes. I like
So
this would be a lesson in my class. It's a bottle, but there's a
it's
lot
better.
to learn from this bottle.
Yeah,
I
you're
like
right.
to teach the natural way that we speak.
You're
There's
right.
there's book learning and then there's the way that we naturally speak and sometimes they're not the same.
Yeah, you're right.
So, I like to pull that together. Mhm.
Yeah,
Like
that means
I
to
know
equal good balance between them.
mhm. Like I know you're thinking this crazy teacher has a bottle and she says it's a lesson. I understand. It looks weird. But let's
No,
do it real quick. We have 11 minutes.
I'm not thinking any that kind of thing what you said. I'm not thinking.
You probably should be. She has a bottle.
So,
But
but I have never seen a tutor laughing in such a fantastic and fabulous way. I have never seen
I keep
anything
hearing this. I don't know why. I'm like this all the time.
because your laughing style is just a unique way to laugh. That means you love your laughing. Sometimes
I
people
do.
laugh for yeah, you love your laughing. So that's a quite important thing. That means the work you are doing, just take interest and love your work. What you
I do.
are doing, yeah. So
I really
despite of the
do.
fact the frontier person is saying what, it doesn't make any impact on yourself. So that is good thing to have. You know, you loves your way.
Mhm. I
Yeah,
I I love what I do and I enjoy it.
yeah.
And I watch
It's
my students
seeable to me.
grow.
Yeah,
Mhm. I love to see my
yeah.
students grow. I do. I love that. I love it. So, I enjoy what I do. So, and I love to see people come on from other countries. I learn so much from my students too.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a mishwak now. Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! My students in Saudi Arabia had me to get this.
Okay.
So I learned so much from my students. I do. And
Yeah,
I try different
sometimes,
things.
yeah, you talk about the any student, or I am talking about any tutor. That means both are learning at the same time. So it's a quite important task. That means I'm learning and you are learning something from
I
you
am.
as well. So that is important. Everybody is learning from the other person, despite of
Yes.
the fact who is tutor and who is a student. That doesn't make any too much difference.
No, none. I learned so much from my students. And they have me
Yeah,
to
because
try
every
different
person has
things.
something to teach.
Exactly. And that's something I wish more people would understand. Everyone has something to offer.
Yeah, you're right.
Mhm. Everyone does. And that's really important. And I think I became that way when I was flying. And I was going to
Yeah.
different countries and I was seeing different culture and and meeting different people and learning their ways of doing things. I find that fascinating.
Sometimes it happen. There is a reason of that. That means you are residing a place, and then you got stuck in all your whole life. Then you have a rigid mentality. So these are things that means you should change. Sometimes be open up to the problems, open up to the challenges, open up to the diversities which you are facing. So open
Mhm.
up to the every situation which are thrown to you. So that is quite important. So you are saying you traveled a lot of countries, love different foods, different caste, creed. You have watched everything. That's why you are so open.
Guess what my favorite food is? Indian food.
Yeah, I can guess because
Let me tell you
when you
why.
created so much, you created so much suspense. Then I suddenly, my mind got stuck. That means, should it be Indian food as well? So you answered in that way. That means it's Indian food, and it not
I love
surprisingly for me. That means
curry.
I can understand.
I
Yeah.
love the bread. Is it numb? I love the bread, the all the different curries. Oh my gosh. And let me tell you how I became familiar with Indian food. I was in
Okay.
England
Okay.
and the British food is kind of bland, they need a little more salt and pepper. So I said, "Oh, Indian restaurant." So I started going to the Indian restaurant and then I became really good close friends with the owner of the restaurant. So every time I came to England, he came and picked me and my flying partners up because the food was so good. So I became just in love with Indian food and I still am.
Yeah.
I
Thank
go
you.
to the Indian restaurants here all the time. Yes.
So
Yes.
it's good thing for every Indian. That means you are loving Indian food and dishes. So it's a good thing for Indian as well.
Mhm. It's very good. My second favorite food is food from Taipei, from Taiwan.
Taiwan.
Their food is so good. So, so good.
So
Yes.
what kind of specialties do you like in their foods? Can you mention one or two?
I can eat a whole meal of just the different breads. Oh,
Okay.
I used to take so much bread back to my hotel just to eat it. There's nothing else like it. There's nothing else like it. I can't. When I left the restaurant, I left with bread to eat in my hotel room. I am so in love with the breads and the curries. Oh, mm, I want some now. And it made me like
That means
chickpeas and oh, yeah, I love Indian food. I don't care what it
that
is.
means you just eat for particular time, and then you certainly packs for yourself for the next few time as well. So that is too much
Yes,
lovable. Yeah,
yes.
sometimes you feel that food. That means after some times I will need this, or I can like this after some time as well. So you just packs away.
He knew whenever I got ready to leave the restaurant, he knew to have me a stack of bread ready.
Okay. So he already knows. Yeah.
He knew. stack of bread and something to dip. Yes, he knew. He would already have
That
it
means
together for me.
you are recognized in such a way that means you will just pack up some more as well. So they has already their work. So
Yes. Yeah.
yeah, I can understand this.
And I always tell people you have never had bread until you have had bread from India. You just have not. No. Mm-mm. It's the best. And I think it's probably the way it's prepared or something. It has a different taste than other breads. It just is a different taste to it. It's very good. Oh wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
So when you had all these things last time?
Oh, Indian food? We have Indian restaurants here. I always go. There's an Indian restaurant maybe 20 minutes from me. They know me.
Okay.
They
So
know
they
me.
should know you because you are a lover of Indian foods. Then I
I go
think
there
they
all the
certainly
time.
know you.
Yeah, they know me because I'm there all the time.
That's great.
Yes. Yes. And then I love, like I said, I love Thai food. I love Thai food from Taiwan, and then I love Thai food from Thailand. Ah, very good. And the
So what is the
German,
time currently there?
it is 1:06 in the afternoon.
That means lunch time. So have you taken your lunch or not?
No. And when I'm done with you, it is time to eat.
Okay.
Because I've
So
been
that means
working
after my
since this
session you will
morning.
have the lunch.
Yes, I will. Yes,
So
I
after
am.
that,
After
after
that,
that.
I have a business that I run too. So I'm going to work on things, some promotions I need for my business.
So what
Some
kind of business you are practicing there?
I am in the beauty industry. And before
Beauty
the
industry.
things like the ladies, I had a beauty salon. The ladies came to get their hair done, their facials done, and nails done, and all of that. When the pandemic hit, I closed it because it was too much
I can
personal
say it
contact.
parlor type.
Hmm?
I can say it parlor type.
Yeah, it's a parlor, a beauty parlor. Yes.
Yeah, beauty parlor. Yeah.
So when the pandemic hit, I had to close it because it
Yeah.
was too dangerous to work. So now we sell products. We sell the products online. So I
Okay.
switched
So
over to an e-commerce business pretty much.
yeah,
And
I got it.
yeah, I had to. We didn't know what else to do. We didn't know how else to do it. So I'm loving this. I'm loving we are online talking to ladies, teaching them skincare, and they go to our website and order. It's perfect.
That means you are shifting your physical things to internet era. That's a good thing. Sometimes you don't know what will happen in the future and what kind of selling will succeed in the market for coming days.
Mhm.
As you said, just pandemic approach and all your physical activities and all these things get shut down. Then you
Yes.
certainly just had some trouble and how I will sell my products and how I can earn money from them. So yeah, that's a good way. And wherever problems occurs, then always exists a solution. But
Mhm.
you have a deep desire of just acquiring the success and how I can get success. So you
We
just
had to
had a
think.
labor and yeah,
You know,
and you
my
had to think and you thought. That's why you are
yeah.
success today. Because if you hadn't just had an approach, that means you can go online or having a website, then certainly you will find yourself crying. That means what I do, that's a pandemic arose. So all these things you have just all these agreements you should do. But sometimes it's often just work hard and search for ideas, new businesses, and you can
Ideas,
already
yes.
approach. Yeah.
It's taking lemons and adding sugar and making lemonade. When bad things happen, those are lemons. You find a solution, that's the sugar, and you now made lemonade.
Yeah. So that's a good phrase you just put in front of me. So I really love that
Yes.
because
Always
sometimes it's
turn
motivating for
lemons.
me as well.
Yes. Always turn lemons into lemonade.
Yeah.
Always. If it's
Because
lemons,
you
you don't
don't know what
know.
the situation is going. Yeah, you're right.
Hmm.
Fully agree with you.
So the pandemic hasn't affected me too much. I'm enjoying things.
Sometimes you can give credit to pandemic as well, because if pandemic
Yes,
hasn't arrived, then you hadn't learned
I would have
anyway.
never done this. Yes. Oh, our time is gone.